Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make a tortellini bake. It's lunchtime and this is what I want. You don't need much bigger than an 8x8 or a 9x9 baking dish, whether it's round or square. Now, I'm going to be using some dry tortellini. You just find this on your pasta shelf at the grocery store. Now, I am using the 3 cheese, or if you like other varieties, you can use that also. Now, this recipe is creamy. We're going to be adding spinach. You can also change that spinach to broccoli or whatever you want. And then we're going to be adding some ham to it, or you can leave the ham out or put something else in. This recipe is very versatile. All right, I'm going to meet you on the back burner. We're going to get started making the tortellini and get that cooking. All right, I've brought a big pot of water to a boil. Now you want to season your water with some salt, and plenty of it, so that we can season the tortellini. Probably about 1 tablespoon of salt. I have a 12-ounce bag of the tortellini, the dry. I'm going to open that up. We're just going to cook them all. We may not need them all, but we're going to cook them all. Now we're going to cook these per the directions on the package. And I'm going to cook them 2 minutes less than the time. So it says 10 minutes for al dente, so I'm going to cook them for 8 minutes, and then we're going to drain these out. Now while my pasta's cooking, I'm just going to go ahead and saute down some spinach. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to my pan, start heating that up. You don't need too much oil. Put it down to a medium. I'm just cooking up 6 ounces of fresh baby spinach. It'll wilt down until there's very little in the pan. I'm going to season with a little bit of salt right across the top and some black pepper. We're going to flavor every layer. Now, I would suggest that any vegetable that you want to use for this dish, broccoli or peppers or whatever you want to do, I would saute them down somewhat. This is going to go in the oven, but not for very long. Now, as it's sauteing down, I think what I'm going to do is add a little more flavor to it. Just a very tiny sprinkling of a garlic powder, just right across the top, just like that. Then I'm going to put in some onion powder. There we go, perfect. All right, I'm going to turn this off now. That's done. Now, if you don't like the stems on your spinach, you can cut those off before you saute these down, but I don't mind them. What's great about this dish is that you can not make it with meat, or you can put meat in it. Now, I'm going to be using this delicious ham steak, or you can use rotisserie chicken or cooked pork, anything that's cooked, okay? You want to make sure that the meat is cooked before you put it into this dish. Or you can just leave it vegetarian without the meat, and that's totally fine as a side dish. All right, so let's go ahead and get this cut out, and then what I'm going to do is cut this into pieces, just bite-sized pieces. All right, this was 1 pound and 20 ounces. And it was $4.55 for that. Not bad for this big piece of ham right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take it out, and then we're going to cut it in half and use the half. Okay, we've got our ham chopped up. Now you can also use Easter ham that you may have in your freezer if you need to use as leftovers. Also, you can use deli ham and just chop it up. So that was a hardwood smoked ham, and you can use lots of different flavors, ham. That's really good. Let's build our tortellini baked casserole. We are going to be making it in a 8x8 or a 9x9, or you can even use a 9x13 and double the recipe if you're making it for a lot of people. I'm just going to take a little bit of butter and I'm just going to brush it all over the baking dish, in the corners, on the bottom, up the sides, everywhere. You know, this is just another layer of flavor. Like, we are definitely trying to keep this full of flavor. There's not many ingredients, so we gotta make sure it's flavored. The butter will keep the tortellini and everything from sticking to the baking dish. Now, if you want to use just some cooking spray, you can do that. All right, let's start layering. Okay, we're going to take half of our cooked tortellini and we're going to place it on the bottom of our baking dish. Do y'all like the 3 cheese tortellini, or is there another flavor you like? Let me know. All right, that's good. Nice layer. I'm going to place half of the ham or whatever meat you're using right on top of the tortellini. All right, I'm going to place half of the spinach that we sauteed on top of the ham. Doesn't that look good already? Yeah. Just evenly place it around. Always wiping my hands. All right, now we got some cheese to put on. All right, I'm going to be adding some mozzarella cheese. We're going to put 4 ounces on this layer. I love this casserole. I love it. It's so easy to put together. It's delicious. You can change up the ingredients to whatever you like. This is my favorite version right here. So I'm going to take some Parmesan cheese. I'm going to grate it over the top of the mozzarella. Oh, it's going to add a nice saltiness to this dish, deliciousness. There we go. Perfect. That's one layer. Let's build up the second layer. We're going to take the rest of the tortellini, place it right on top of the cheese. I can't wait for this one. Now, if you have a lot of tortellini that won't fit, don't worry about it. You can always just put the leftovers in your refrigerator and use it for a different sauce, or just butter them up and heat them up. Rest of the ham, sprinkle that right on top. Then we're going to place the spinach. Always make sure your hands are clean. Right across the top. Give it a nice color, right? Some jarred red peppers that are roasted. Cut those up and put those on top. Oh, another delicious layer of flavor there. Like I said, the variations are many. And I'm sure y'all going to help me come up with many more. Y'all let me know. All right, that's all the spinach. Okay, we're going to take 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and we're going to pour it all over the top. Make sure you coat all of the tortellini. Yeah. 4 ounces of mozzarella cheese. We're going to sprinkle all on top of that. And some Parmesan cheese. I'm putting on about 1/4 cup on each layer. There we go. Make sure you wipe your sides off so that nothing melts in your oven. You can place this on a tray in the oven if you want to do that. All right, what do y'all think? I've got my oven preheated at 400 degrees. We're going to pop this in there for about 15 to 20 minutes until that cheese is nice and melted, golden brown on top, and everything is heated through. I'll be back. I'm ready to dig into this one. All right, does that look delicious or what? Nice and golden on the top. You can see the spinach, the colors. I'm going to let this sit here for about 5 minutes and just kind of pull itself together. All right, let's dive in. Y'all see that? Oh, cheesy. Oh. There we go. Look at that. Let me grab a fork, give that a try for you. Mmm. Mmm. I'm not kidding you guys. You need to try this baked tortellini casserole. It is so delicious, really easy to make. There's so many variations. I love this one because it's creamy. It's got the white cheeses, the spinach, that delicious flavored ham, and use whatever tortellini you want. All right, you guys, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. That way, you'll always know when shows like this one here are posted. Woo! I'll see y'all on the next episode. I'm going in for another bite. Mmm. Mmm. Should I let anybody else know that this is done? I might hide this in the refrigerator. The leftovers will be phenomenal.